Alright guys, Versus Z, another progress video for this guy, Double O Quanta. As you can see, this piece here, this particular piece is the blue part for the GN shield assembly. And I did all this just to paint that exposed blue section white. What I'm going to do is I'm going to prime it using Tamiya Surface Primer for plastic and metal, and this is gray. I actually like using this stuff. I barely use it, but when I did use it, when I first used it to test it out, this stuff actually sinks into crevices and panel lines, so it comes out real nice. The first time I used this was with when I painted my Astray red frame, when I painted certain parts like the hands, um, especially the one that came from the green frame when I needed an extra one. What I did was I took the green frame hand, primed it with this, and then spray painted it with red. And this actually, I really like how this stuff comes out, because yeah, it sinks in, so it kind of contours with everything. So I masked this. I'm gonna see if there's anything else I need to mask out before I actually go out and start spraying that stuff away. But anything else besides that I've done. Here's once again, I actually ended up painting that with the clear green, so I do apologize for not recording that, and I kind of just wanted to do it and lost track. So I've sorted the pieces from left to right. The GN shield and the head is basically all I need to do. Pieces of the head are right here, the two halves. I've got the gray in the cheeks and the silver plate inside the cheeks, or the ears, I guess. And then what I'm gonna do is, before I actually apply the blue paint on the forehead and the back of the head, I decided to just go ahead and do that. I'm actually gonna put them together, sandwich them together, and then I'm gonna this particular area for the forehead, I'm actually gonna do the glue, squeeze in, and see if anything comes out, and then sand it down. And because it's only a white piece, it's not really gonna show. I'm going to focus on that particular area only, because I'm going to paint it over with blue anyway. So I'm going to see how that turns out. Hopefully I don't mess up, because the head is one of the most important parts of the Gundam, obviously. You can see I added the yellow for the V-fin. I personally think that's going to look better for my taste, since basically this entire thing, it's not a custom, but it's like, it's a custom in a way, but not all the way. It's the same colors as the Double O Quanta should be, but I'm adding a little bit of extra because of the way I see it, because of the way I look at Double O Quanta, or how I see the different colorings. But anyway, I'm going to figure out what else I need to mask on the GN shield. I might have to find something I want to add with these two pieces. I'm not sure. But anyway, yeah, I'm gonna look into that, come back. I'm not gonna show you guys me spraying, because I want to focus on just spraying. But I'm gonna be using this, and then when I get back, when it dries up, I'm gonna record the second part. So this isn't gonna be one of those things where I actually record it and upload directly. I'm gonna record, cut, maybe to the next morning, and then continue painting with white with the tape still on it. But yeah, I'm gonna finish off with that. But for now, if you've seen the new trailer, a part of me thinks keeping the Double O Quanta like that is super appropriate. Maybe it would be better with a clear version. So whoever gets that clear version from for Robert 184, you might want to look into this pose. I think it's very appropriate. But anyway, I'm going to get back to you guys in a sec. Alright, it's me again. So I'm back from, okay, I'm not really back. This is about like 40 or an hour later from when I sprayed this down or when the last part of the video. So I sprayed it down with the primer. It's coming out real good. I'm hoping you guys can see that, but you can still see the detail there, so it all sank in like it should have. So really liking that primer that I used, Tamiya primer once again. Now the rest of the pieces here, all these pieces got some paint apps on them, so I'm letting them dry. There's some gray accents, if you can tell right there, that I needed to let dry. Also here on top, those aren't gray, those are actually silver plate panel lines. because I wanted to try something different there, because this is actually where the GN drive is housed right here. So I thought it would be a little significant to add a little bit something there. So I want to see if I can actually do a plate silver, let that dry, clean it off, and then do a clear green wash. See how that turns out. I'm just curious to see how that turns out. Yeah, the rest of these pieces once again are all just drying up. You see I added the blue on the back there. That's one solid piece, so it's I could have just added on there, which I did. It is a little darker than the rest of them, but it's okay. At this point I'm just getting like not in the mode to really focus on getting the right paint like 100%. I'm just kind of want to get this thing done, really, because I'm just so close to getting it done. And I'm just really excited for it to be done, because I'm seeing all these images of the Quanta and all this stuff about the movie and things. It's getting me excited to really just finish this and get to the final product and see how it all turned out. But anyway, whether I did mess up or not, I mean, that's it's completely my fault. A lot of this is experimental stuff I wanted to try, and this is I don't mean to put it down this way, and I'm not trying to make it sound like I'm putting it down, but this is just a high grade. It is cheap, and if I wanted to get another one, I could. I could. But if I had a bigger one, like a 1 to 100 no grade or even a master grade, then I definitely would put way more effort than I've already done here. I'm actually proud of what I've done with the Quanta here, because I've actually this is the most where I've done multiple things like clear coats, prime, use a lot of masking tape, add more details than what the original design has. No modifications. I don't do modifications, but paint wise, I think this is probably a next step up from what I've been doing. But yep, see you guys in the next part. Hopefully that should be painted and everything else will be complete. This will be the last time you guys will see the inner frame, or sort of inner frame, of the high grade 00 Quanta. The next video I'll have the leg armor and the armor on the arms and the chest on. So yep, there it is. Alright guys, see you in the next video.